Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing very well. So excuse my face, I just woke up, hence the pajama top. Hopefully I don't have any dribble anywhere around my face. Think we're good. So in today's video, first of all, please note that I am trying to slow down with my speech a little bit. If you guys met me in real life, I talk so fast. Like my videos, I'm talking slower than normal. So me talking like this now, I feel kind of like a robot. But I am trying. I'm failing, but I'm trying. Anyway, for today's video, I thought I would try out some collection makeup. If you saw my recent Superdrug haul, which I will leave a link to down below, then you'll know that I picked up some more collection bits in preparation for this video. And today I thought I need to check some makeup on this face of mine, so why not make it a full face of collection? So first of all, I'm gonna start with something that I have never ever tried before, and it's the Primed and Ready Mattifying Pore Minimizer. I found recently that my pores on my nose in particular, they've kind of gone they've gone bigger. That's what I'm trying to say. So hopefully this will do something. I'm just gonna press this around my nose. It doesn't smell of anything. It has witch hazel in it, I believe. So that'll be good if you have spots or anything like that. But it doesn't smell of witch hazel. So I'm just gonna go in for a closer look just to see if it's done anything to my pores. I'd say it's filled them in really nicely actually. I'm also gonna go on my chin and my forehead now as well, I think. So what it looks like is it's just like a clear gel consistency, and it kind of does have like a silicone feel. I find with primers like this, you shouldn't rub them around your face like you would with maybe like a more lotion type primer. Just press it into the skin and it'll work a lot better. Yeah, judging from like a first impressions, I'm a really big fan of this. It fills in your pores really well. Some sort of fake tan mishap happening here. I think I must have like scratched my neck or something when I was sleeping. We'll go over that with foundation in a minute, let's ignore that. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go in with the Lasting Perfection foundation. I have mine in the shade Warm Beige, which is number 4. I've tried this once, maybe twice, and from what I can remember, I really like this. So I'm just taking a pea-sized amount and I'm gonna pop that on my face using the Nanshe Flawless Foundation brush. From what I can remember, this is a little bit too pink toned for me, but I think all of the foundations are quite pink toned. This is quite quick drying, so I'd maybe recommend doing parts of your face as opposed to going all in like I just did, because I can feel it's kind of getting a bit more difficult to blend out. But it is a nice full coverage, as you can see, and it's definitely too pale for me in comparison to my freshly tanned skin. But that's just what happens when you do these testing videos. You can't always get your foundation colour right. It is a more matte finish. It feels quite dry. So if you have dry skin, I wouldn't recommend this. But if you have normal to oily skin, then it's a nice foundation. Obviously, it's super affordable as well. Next, I'm going in with everyone's favourite concealer. It's the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. Chances are, if you've tried anything from the brand, it'll have been this. This is still to date one of my favourite concealers. Super full coverage. I have mine in the shade Cool Medium 2. Really good for covering up spots. It does oxidize a little bit on the skin, so you might be able to see there it has gone a little bit darker than me just applying it fresh there. But I tend to go for a lighter shade, so it doesn't make too much of a difference. And I'm just going to buff that in using a mixture of this brush that I use for my foundation, and then also my fingers as well. So next I'm going in with a product that I'm probably most excited about, and it's the Contour Kit. This is literally just called the Contour Kit Sculpt and Highlight, or Highlight and Sculpt. And I'm going to go in with the contour shade. This seems a lot like Benefit Hoola. I've heard a lot of good things about this from you guys, so really excited to try this. I'm going to try and warm up my face a little bit with this, so I'm going to apply quite a lot. So I'm going to go a little bit ham with the contour today, but then again, when do I not? Definitely recommend this. I mean, I haven't even tried the highlighter yet, but it's worth the £4 anyway. So if you are looking for an affordable contour, give this one a go. So next I'm just going to go in with the highlight shade from the same palette. And wait, maybe need to break through the top layer. There we go. How are you doing? It's not my usual highlight shade, it's a bit more pinky tone than I normally like, but nice. Definitely recommend this bad boy then. That's so good. Next I'm going to go in with blush. This is in the shade 3 Cheeky. It's just, I think it's the only single blush that they have. They have like 4 shades, I think. Yeah, this is quite nice as well, to be honest. I have nothing incredible to say about it. I have nothing bad to say about it either though. So if you are just looking for a bog standard blush, This was like, I think this is £1, or it was like, I don't think it was more than £2. So yeah, if you are looking for a bog standard blush and you come across this, then it's good. I have nothing bad to say about it. Next, I'm going to move on to powder. Now, I don't think, from what I could see at my stand, they had like an actual translucent powder. I don't tend to use powders with any colour to them. This one does have a slight sheen to it almost, but it's the illuminating setting powder, and it was the lightest one that I could find. So I'm just going to set all the other areas of my face with that. I mean, it doesn't really look overly illuminating. I thought when I first looked at it that it was a highlighter. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe this is a highlighter. I can't tell, but I'm going to go all over my face with it. I think it's meant to be a powder because you're not going to, you know, fully swatch the crap out of it on your face. But maybe you can see that it does have like a slight sheen to it almost. I'm just going in with a light hand. It set things in place a little bit more, but it was super affordable, so if you are looking for a powder, they do a bunch of different powders like that. Yeah, I'm not impressed by it, I don't dislike it. So next I'm going to go in with brows, and the only brow product I picked up was a powder. They had, I couldn't see any brow gels, they had like a clear one, but that's kind of, you can buy that anywhere. They had brow pencils, and they had a palette that looked far too red tone for me. So this is the one that I went for. So I'm just going to quickly go in with my Freedom Brow Pomade. I have mine in the shade medium dark for all of those of you that are wondering. I'm just going to fill those in a little bit. I'm not going to do too much to the front because I really want to be able to see the effect of the powder. So I'm just going to kind of fill in the end. So I've basically just outlined them a little bit. I've gone underneath there and I've kind of extended the brow a little bit. But what am I doing? Everything else I'm just going to be filling in with the powder. And I'm going to go in with this brow powder. This one is in the shade Dark Brunette 3. I'm guessing you give it a shake because it's got like metal balls in there. And it's got like a liquid liner wand almost. Hopefully you can see that. But I guess I'm just going to fill in my brows with this. I'll do one and I'll show you the unfilled one in a second. I'm thinking if I can almost tint them a little bit. There has been a little bit of fallout. I'm just going to brush that off like it never happened. But it's filled them in pretty nicely. So that is the brow that's filled in. That's the one with nothing but a little bit of pomade around the outside. You can see it definitely makes a difference. Next, I'm going to go in with eyes. Now, the Superdrug that I went into, they didn't actually have any eye palettes as such. So all I have is this one, which is one that I haven't really used. It's the Your Style, Your Mood palette. And they've got a few matte shades. I do kind of want to go for an everyday look for me. I'm not going to go for my usual purple crazy colours that I always seem to do whenever I do these videos. So I think I'm just going to try and use as many of these shades as I can. And then I may have to go in with the contour shade just to like make my eyes look a little bit more grungy. So first of all, I'm just going to set my lid using this cream matte shade. The pigmentation's pretty good, to be fair. Just pop that all over the lid. And then I'm going to go in with this kind of taupey shade. I wish they had a brown matte shade. I feel like that'd be really nice. Just go in the crease with that. This is just like a really nice transition shade. Okay, so that's my eyes all set. I think I'm just going to swatch a few of these shades for you because they're probably not the sort of thing that I want to go for today. So you can see the shimmery shades are quite pigmented, to be fair. Let's go for a couple more. Let's go for a few pink ones. Yeah, so you can see they're all pretty pigmented. It's just not the look I'm going for today. So I'm going to leave it at that. And then I'm just going to go in with that contour shade again and use that pretty much all over the lid and underneath. Just blend that in the crease and go slightly further down. Next, I'm just going to go in with an old favourite of mine. This is the Fast Stroke Liquid Liner. This is such a good liner if you're on a budget. And I'm just going to take off the excess of that. I haven't used this in a while. So it's dried up a tiny bit by the looks of things, but it's such a good liner. It's probably the easiest liquid liner I've come across that's this kind of applicator. Now moving on to mascara. I love the look of this wand. If you saw my little Superdrug haul where I first featured this, I'm really, really excited for this. So fingers crossed it's a good mascara. I should probably tell you what it is. It's the Lengthening Mascara Lengthening Mascara Length and Definition. So I need to remember this isn't going to give me a volume as such. it just needs to lengthen my lashes. So it's giving me quite fluttery sort of lashes, which is quite nice actually. It's not the sort of thing I normally go for, but I do like it. I'm just going in with that highlighter again on my brow bone and on the inner corner. You guys know the drill by now. Chuck a little bit of lip balm on. And then I'm just going to line my lips using the lip definer in Cappuccino. Just fill my lips with that. This is a nice colour. Really, really creamy as well. Yeah, I am feeling this lip liner. These are really, really nice. And then I'm going in with one of their cream puffs, but they've rebranded them to call them Velvet Kiss. This one is in the shade Caramel 2. These are exactly like the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams, the Poundland ones, all of this sort of liquid lipstick. Smells exactly the same. Okay, so that's the lips done, and I think that's pretty much the finished look. So this is the finished look, just something fairly classic Steph today. You've got intense brows, nude lip, bit of wing liner, not too much highlighter today. Who even am I anymore? But yeah, overall, I really, really loved pretty much everything that I tried today, especially the contour kit. The primer was really nice as well. What else? The brow powder was actually really good. The lip cream and the lip liner, so, so nice. Yeah, generally, everything was pretty great. The only duds, I guess, were the powder, but it wasn't even bad. It just wasn't necessarily the sort of powder that I like. And then the eyeshadow palette, it just wasn't the sort of colours that I like, so I can't really complain about this because it's the only one I had and it's just not my sort of colour. Let me know what you think of this overall makeup look, and if you try collection, then let me know what your favourite products are. Also, please feel free to leave any testing makeup video recommendations in the comment section down below. I have a few lined up for you, so stay tuned for those. Please give this video a big, big thumbs up if you did like it, and subscribe if you do want to see more of me. I post 3 times a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays. But apart from that, that's it from me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!